beautiful summer berry salad made with spinach and blueberries and some fresh nuts or seeds of your choice or what you can eat, plus a beautiful vinaigrette, raspberry vinaigrette, homemade, beautiful pink color. And then we have some crumbles of the dairy-free feta over the top. And that's what we're making today here at the Dietary Restriction Kitchen. Hi there. Welcome to the Dietary Restriction Kitchen. I'm Nat Ryan. Today in the kitchen we're going to do something for summer that goes very well with grilled meat or bring into a barbecue, and that is a salad. But we're not going to make just any kind of salad. Today we're going to make a salad that celebrates the bounty of summer, in particular emphasis with summer berries. So we're going to make a summer berry salad. And with that, we're going to make a homemade dressing that is also based on berries, and that is a raspberry vinaigrette. So it's very good, very easy, and a great thing to bring with you to a summer barbecue, particularly the end of summer as it's coming up now, for like say Labor Day. And so this is going to be great, really easy, and it's going to be delicious. So let's get started on that. Okay, so to start off, we're going to make the dressing first because we're going to need to have that handy when we want it. We need it to be ready. So we're going to start with some raspberries, and we're going to put them in the food processor, or if you have a blender, you can put them in a blender as well. Then we're going to have some olive oil, so that goes in there, extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so we've got that in there. And then we're going to need some red wine vinegar. I've got this kind here, so we're going to put that in there as well. Okay, so we've got that. We, believe it or not, need a little bit of Dijon mustard. So we're going to put Dijon mustard in, not very much. It's like a half a teaspoon, so it isn't like a ton of it. So about like that. Right, that just gives it a little bit of sting. I'm just going to use the end of another spoon to just flick it off of the measuring spoon, okay, into that. And then we have a combination here of salt and pepper, so it's sea salt, like a pink sea salt, pepper, and a little bit of onion powder. I know this sounds a little bit goofy. I will be linking to the recipe on the video. So yeah, so now we got it all in there, and then we're going to give it a whirl. And give this a whirl. So here we go. Okay, so let's have a look at that. It's going to be a bit messy, so that looks a little bit creamy. It'll be a little bit chunky. Okay, let's just go again. One more time. Oh, I'm getting it gobbed everywhere. Here we go. Enough time there with that. Okay. So I'm going to grab something to put that in, and we'll put it in a jar likely. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So now I've got a handy jar. I'm going to just get the end bit off of here. I'm just going to put it right in the sink, so it's off camera. But okay, and then we're going to just pour that into the jar. Now I know you see that it doesn't make a lot. You can double this recipe. I'm just making enough to go on this salad the one time. If you want to double the recipe, of course, and have some more salad dressing on hand, you could whirl that more if you want it to be really, really smooth. You could go on high speed like crazy and just whirl it like nuts. So there we go. We've got our dressing. It can be kept in the fridge for up to a week. So if you really like it and you want to make more, you can definitely make more. And so we're going to set that aside and get our salad together. All right. So we have our greens in here. We're using spinach today. You could use whatever other salad greens that you want, really. You decide. Those spinach leaves were already washed, but I didn't feel like you could give it a bigger spin like that. Or you could take a clean tea towel, I just happen to have one here, and just like if you're seeing some moisture there, just go like this afterwards and just kind of Yeah, just to dry them off. You could actually put them inside of tea towels. Spinach is notoriously bad for wanting to give up its moisture that it has. Okay, and I like to pick off like stems that I've got here. Okay, so we've got our greenery in here. Like I like to wash my greens, even if I get a bag of spinach or whatnot and it says, oh, it's been 4 times washed or whatever. I'm not usually very happy with that because I'm like, okay, and you might get leaves that look like this, kind of nasty looking, so I get rid of those too. Gives you a chance to pick through it, look through it. Are the leaves look good? What? You know what I mean? So that's what I like to do. So there, we got our greens. So that's the first thing. And we're going to need our berries. Now I'm using blueberries today because blueberries are my favorite, but you can use raspberries, blackberries, even strawberries. And if you have big strawberries, you can cut them up. Right? And then the next thing we're going to need is some nuts or seeds. So we've got some of that, and depending, like now, if you can't do nuts, don't put nuts in, right? If you can't do certain types of seed, don't use those. So, like, you know, but you can, if you can use almonds, walnuts. I'm using pecans today. You could have raw pumpkin seeds. You could do sunflower seeds. I mean, without their shells. But you could do whatever you want. So I'm going to throw those in. And then optional, you can add some dried fruit. Okay, so you can have a dried fruit. So I'm using some golden raisins today because I think it's a good contrast to the blueberries. And we are also this is also optional, is to have some cheese. Now this is dairy-free feta, so feta crumbles. I'm going to put that on top at the end. And so there we're going to like kind of toss that together. Okay, and okay, heck with that. I'm just going to get in here with my hands. If you know anything about me, you know my hands are clean. I have washed them. And okay, so everything's together. So we're going to give this, and what we can do, because we have our salad dressing here, right? So the dressing that we made, we can pour that on top and mix that up. But what I want to do is just pour it over the top. So that's what I'm going to do in a moment, and we will give this beautiful salad a try, put all together. So here we are. I've just served out some salad, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the dressing and pour it over. So as you can see, it's a beautiful pink color. Like I say, you could use other kinds of greens. You could use romaine or butter lettuce or even just a regular leaf lettuce. So you put as much or as little dressing on that as you want. You could put it together as individual plates as well when you're making the salad. Let's say you're having it could be the beginning, a starter at a dinner party or something. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some of the gluten or dairy-free feta over the top. And there you go, as much or little of that as you want. And doesn't that look lovely? So there we have it, some beautiful summer berry salad. Let's give this a try. And yeah, so I'll snag a blueberry right off the bat. Oh, that dressing is lovely. Well, you know what? I think I forgot something in it. I did. It's a little bit more. It's not something when you're doing something. Guess what I forgot? Put in the dressing. It is in the recipe. If you click on the link that will be in the description and or the top of the comments, you'll see the proper recipe on my website, on the Dietary Restriction Kitchen website. But you know what? I did forget something in here. And I'll tell you what it was. I forgot a little bit of honey. It doesn't take very much. It only takes about a teaspoon or half a teaspoon, around about half to 1 teaspoon of honey. I forgot to put it in the dressing. Oh, this dressing is not sweet, but it's not bad. It's just like you're expecting that sweetness, and I didn't have the sweetness, but it's still good. But on the recipe, it really has them properly. But this is good. Let me try to snag a piece of the spinach here now. That's good. Oh yeah, that's got a little bit more sting on that dressing. if you add the honey in, or it could be like maple syrup or anything liquid like that that's sweet, then that's going to bring that up. So that, yeah, it's just my dumb mistake. Anyway, for the video, it was a dumb mistake. And I hope you give it a try. It's a great salad to bring to a barbecue. And like I say, you can adjust the greenery. You could have like romaine or any other kind of lettuce. You could use arugula, which gives you a peppery sort of taste, which would be beautiful when you have a sweet dressing, something that's sweet enough. And you could use a store-bought dressing. You could have it with the fake feta, as I call it, or not. You can adjust it any way you like. You can use whatever summer berries you want, whatever greenery that you want, whatever nuts or seeds you want. You could have the dried fruit, like I've got some golden raisins here, or not. It's up to you. So it's very adjustable, really great. Good recipe. It is an actual really good recipe for raspberry vinaigrette. I just goofed and forgot the honey in it today. And also I want to let you know I'm very grateful to everybody who subscribed to my channel. Thanks so much. We just blew back past 100 subscribers. I know it's tiny still, my channel, but I really do appreciate you hanging in here with me. And you may have noticed that the video is a little bit different because I actually got the microphone for my proper camera. So now we're trying that out. And so thanks for being so patient, and thanks for visiting me here at the Dietary Restriction Kitchen today. I really appreciate you being here. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.